From viral stardom to whispers of career collapse, what really happened to Ice Spice? Was it the music, the rumors, or something more personal that caused her downfall? Some say it all started with her shocking body transformation, but others point to betrayals and messy PR moves that spiraled out of control. Before you jump to conclusions, there's a lot you haven't heard. Leaked texts, a failed PR romance, and one decision that changed everything. So what's the truth behind Ice Spice's rise and fall? Stick around because the full story might surprise you. Ice Spice didn't just appear out of nowhere. Her rise was nothing short of meteoric. In 2023, she dropped Munch, a track that exploded across social media, turning her into an overnight sensation. Within months, she was no longer just another rapper trying to make it. She became the internet's favorite it girl. But it wasn't just her catchy lyrics that had people hooked. Collaborating with the queen of rap herself, Nicki Minaj, not once but twice, was the ultimate industry cosign. And if that wasn't enough, she stood shoulder to shoulder with Taylor Swift at the Met Gala, sealing her place in the spotlight. Fans crowned her the rap princess, and her unique image, bold, confident, and curvy, became a huge part of her brand. But as her fame skyrocketed, so did the expectations. The world couldn't get enough of Ice Spice until everything started to change. Ice Spice wasn't just known for her music, her image played a massive role in her appeal. Fans admired her confidence and how she embraced her curves. Memes and comments flooded social media, calling her thick as a bowl of oats, a signature look that set her apart in the rap game. But here's where things took a turn. Rumors started swirling about Ice Spice allegedly using OIC, a weight loss medication that had become a celebrity trend. In what felt like the blink of an eye, her once iconic figure slimmed down dramatically. Instead of receiving praise for her transformation, like other celebrities did, the reaction was harsh. Fans felt betrayed, as if the version of Ice Spice they had fallen in love with had vanished. The narrative quickly shifted from admiration to criticism, with some asking, without her signature look, is there anything left to admire? The controversy wasn't just about her weight, it was about the identity fans had tied to her image. And this was just the beginning of her battle to win back their support. The whispers about Ice Spice's dramatic weight loss weren't random. They centered around OIC, a medication originally designed for people with type 2 diabetes. What started as a medical treatment quickly became Hollywood's worst-kept secret, with influencers and celebrities using it for rapid weight loss. But unlike other stars who were praised for their slim downs, Ice Spice's transformation didn't land the same way. Fans who had once admired her for being authentically thick felt blindsided. Some even accused her of conforming to unrealistic beauty standards, while others claimed her appeal had faded entirely. Comments flooded social media. She lost her look, what's left? The harshest critics went as far as saying the weight loss exposed a lack of talent, claiming, without her body, her music just doesn't hit the same. What made it worse was the timing. Her career was still fresh, and fans couldn't reconcile her new image with the bold persona she had built. Instead of building excitement, every post and public appearance sparked more backlash. And as her physical image changed, so did her streaming numbers, heading in one direction, downward. Just when things couldn't get more chaotic, Ice Spice found herself caught in the middle of a drama that no rising star wants. Betrayal from someone in her inner circle. Her ex-best friend, Baby Storm, leaked private messages that sent shockwaves through social media. In these texts, Ice Spice was allegedly venting her frustrations about Nicki Minaj, the very artist who had helped elevate her career. The fallout was immediate. Nicki's fiercely loyal fan base, the Barbs, turned on her in full force, flooding her comments with criticism and calling for boycotts of her music. The timing couldn't have been worse. Ice Spice's numbers were already slipping after her image change, and now she was facing the wrath of one of the most powerful fan armies in the industry. Her latest project, Y2K, dropped with little impact, debuting at a disappointing number 18 and selling just 28,000 copies in its first week. For a rising star with collaborations alongside Nicki and Taylor Swift, these numbers were more than a flop. They were a warning sign. Some fans speculated that the betrayal and public fallout had permanently damaged her reputation, while others wondered if this was just another chapter in a series of missteps. With her career at a crossroads, Ice Spice needed to rebuild, but the cracks in her foundation were already starting to show. As Ice Spice's career wobbled, her team scrambled for damage control, but not every move was a hit. In a surprising twist, she was suddenly linked to UK rapper Central C in what many fans labeled a staged PR relationship. Instead of sparking excitement, the so-called romance chance only fueled more drama. Why? Central C was allegedly still involved with TikTok influencer Maddie, and when photos of him and Ice Spice surfaced, Maddie took to social media, visibly distraught. In a tearful post, she accused Ice Spice of stealing her man just days before her birthday. The internet exploded, but not in the way Ice Spice's team had hoped. Fans weren't buying it. Many saw the relationship as a desperate attempt to stay relevant, with one viral comment summing it up: "When the music flops, cue the fake love story." Worse, Maddie's emotional breakdown made Ice Spice seem more like the villain in a soap opera than the rap princess fans had once admired. As the story unraveled, Ice Spice doubled down. Using the buzz to promote her song did it first, but instead of reclaiming the narrative, it backfired. The backlash was relentless, with fans accusing her of making light of the drama for clout. Instead of rebuilding her brand, the PR stunt only deepened the cracks, leaving fans to wonder, was this the final act in a messy downfall or just another bump in her career? The signs of Ice Spice's career decline became impossible to ignore. Social media, once her biggest weapon, turned into a space filled with criticism and memes mocking her every move. Fans who once hyped her up for being different now dismissed her as a one-hit wonder. Her live performances were under intense scrutiny, with critics claiming that without her signature curves, she no longer had the same stage presence. One viral comment read, "Without the look that made her famous, we're forced to focus on her talent, and it's just not enough." The numbers didn't lie either. Streams plummeted, and her latest releases failed to gain traction. Even her most loyal supporters started questioning whether the fame came too fast for her to build a sustainable career. Meanwhile, industry insiders speculated that Ice Spice had been propped up by her connections rather than her artistry. As one comment bluntly put it, "When your image is your brand, any change can shatter it." Despite the setbacks, some fans held out hope, believing that with the right music and reinvention, she could still bounce back. But as it stood, Ice Spice's career was hanging by a thread, one hit away from a comeback or one more flop away from fading into obscurity. As Ice Spice's image took hit after hit, industry expectations weighed heavily on her shoulders. The pressure to reinvent herself was palpable. Some artists thrive when forced to adapt, but Ice Spice's attempts at reinvention, like shifting to a more nostalgic Y2K aesthetic, didn't land the way her team had hoped. Critics felt her approach lacked authenticity, calling her out for relying on aesthetics rather than musical evolution. Even her collaborations, once praised as game-changing, began to feel repetitive. Fans who had rooted for her early success started asking the same question: what's next for Ice Spice, and can she evolve before it's too late? But reinvention in the music industry can be tricky. Too much change, and you risk alienating your core fans. Too little, and you fade into irrelevance. And as the pressure mounted, her every move was dissected and criticized. Ice Spice's relationship with social media became a double-edged sword. The same platforms that once propelled her to fame now amplified every misstep. Viral memes poked fun at her performances, while TikTok users debated whether she was all hype or a legitimate artist. Her PR team tried to control the narrative, but fans were relentless. Some questioned if she was focusing too much on maintaining her online persona rather than her craft. Meanwhile, others sympathized with the intense scrutiny she faced, pointing out that few artists endure such a rapid rise without stumbling. Still, Ice Spice couldn't afford another public relations disaster. The longer the backlash continued, the more the lines blurred between genuine criticism and online trolling. At this point, her brand wasn't just in need of a new hit, it needed a complete reset. Ice Spice's story is a cautionary tale of how fast the industry can build someone up and tear them down even faster. From viral fame and chart-topping hits to rumors, betrayals, and PR disasters, her journey has been anything but smooth. But the real question is this the end of her story, or just the beginning of a major comeback? After all, we've seen stars bounce back stronger than ever after public meltdowns. Could Ice Spice prove her critics wrong and reclaim her crown? Let me know what you think. Was her downfall inevitable, or does she still have what it takes to rise again? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if you thought this story was wild, you won't believe what happened in this next one, click here and see for yourself.